We asked Western University students what they thought about various issues affecting them in the upcoming election. Among them are the LTC. The LTC is notoriously underfunded in comparison to other municipal transit systems. With an operating budget of around $68 million, Larry Ducharme, General Manager of London Transit Committee, stated that the fundamental problem with the LTC is that they have a 200,000 service hour deficit. He added that service hasn't kept pace with demand and that their ridership growth to service hour growth is 6-1.
These are some key issues students would like to see fixed.
Increased frequency in the buses, just because I know that, especially late at night, I have a few late night classes and it seems like there's less buses, especially going to like not Richmond or Dundas.
Maybe like bigger buses well, I know some buses like are the longer version, but some of them end up missing students because the bus gets overcrowded. So the students end up being late for that purpose. So maybe make more buses of the bigger size, I guess.
I think that there could be like better schedules.
I'd like an app, a good app for my phone. There's ones for iPhones. I haven't really looked on the Android, but I know they don't really work.
Well, for myself, I live downtown, and sometimes during the peak times, traffic back and forth up Richmond can be kind of crazy, so having maybe some express route buses to get students to campus a little bit faster might be an improvement I want to see for LTC.
Here is what Ward 6 candidates said about the issue.
I do believe that because the buses are overcrowded and too many people are being left at the curb, that there should be dedicated buses where there is if the LTC could see where students are going to more or at what times particularly, then they should have greater capacity at those hours.
Accessing some of the reserve money that we have, because the City of London is the lowest city in Ontario for contributing to transit. So we want to access some of that money, use it at peak times to put additional buses, additional staff on, so that we're not going to have this backlog at Western where students are like sardines in a can. I've heard it described as buses driving by them and not letting them get on. So if we don't have enough capacity, then let's get it done and let's access some of that money. We're not borrowing money, we're just accessing some of the money that's supposed to be used for that.
I feel like this is long overdue. We need to invest and shape our city around rapid transit. So I'm proposing to implement the BRT, the bus rapid transit, within the next 4 years. And obviously the BRT is an expensive project. However, it's sort of equated with whether or not we want to invest $290 million in road widening or $300 million to bus rapid transit, which would obviously take students to their destination at a more quicker and rapid rate. So for me, obviously sharing the costs of the BRT with the provincial and federal government would actually come to cheaper than the amount of money we'd be investing in road widening. So there's an economic case for it.
Oh, absolutely, they need more buses. I mean, I've tried getting on those buses and they're packed full. You stand there like this, and that's if they stop. So absolutely more buses. And I have to tell you, like 7 or 8 years ago, Larry Ducharme here at the bus system here in London talked about rapid transit. I mean, it's not a new idea. They've been talking about closing the lane down on Richmond Street for years and years and years, and it's way past time to do it.